This is Dark Matters.
This is like a very special edition of Dark Matters.
That's right. We both live in LA. Obviously, this week a new shelter-in-place order was announced, and some people aren't having it.
Oh, our show is level 1 and 2 improv class show, so I've got to change that. I forgot to change the title. So yeah, stall for time, Bilo.
Can we get a suggestion of any disease at all?
Any disease off the top of your mind?
Yeah, just whichever one you're thinking of. I heard butt cancer.
What was the worst improv suggestion you ever got?
The worst one I ever remember like figuring out how to do something with was a guy for I think a class show said purple throbby to his friend who was I was performing with that night. And you know, we turned I turned it into a plum tree. So it was a throbbing purple plum tree.
Wow. I just checked on the stream and there's an ad for Hot Pockets. I love that we're advertising Hot Pockets.
I got a Snickers ad, which you know, maybe says something about the two of us.
Yeah.
What is the Snickers ad me getting a Snickers ad versus Frankie getting a Hot Pockets ad? Call us at 818-650-DARK.
That's right. You see the number below us on the screen there. It's 818-650-3275. Tonight, shame on you.
Shame on you.
All these people having these COVID parties, having Thanksgiving with all their family and friends.
Yep. Traveling. LA was I don't know if you drove around much this
No,
weekend,
I didn't.
but LA was empty.
You know why I didn't? Because I stayed at my fucking house like you're supposed to.
Yeah. It was very empty. It was like regular Thanksgiving. People were gone.
Ridiculous. Here we go. Yes, this is Dark Matters. Here, I couldn't even see the chat for some reason.
The video download was canceled. What
the fuck is going on tonight? Shame on you, tonight's topic. If you're having a COVID gathering, you're having people from your house that don't live there, you're going to visit grandma. Shame on you. This is what we're doing. We're shaming people today, and I have no qualms about this. We're going to call them. So if you know somebody, they had a big gathering, you can text us. Their phone number at 818-650-3275. We do get texts. You can private message us in the chat. You can leave us a voicemail. What else can you do?
You can email darkmattershow@gmail.com.
Email darkmattershow@gmail.com. We don't want to give those phone numbers out publicly on the internet, but we're shaming people. I'm in a mood for shame.
In a mood for
I'm in
shame.
the mood for
That's
shame. One of my favorite films, In the Mood for Love. Wong Kar-wai film.
For love.
No, we're in the mood for shame tonight. I've got. Brother Wags is right. I am ready to shame. Can you feel the shame in my blood, getting ready to come out?
Do you feel a lot of shame like regularly?
No, never. I don't really do anything that's shameful.
It's fair.
A lot of people talking about
great.
Shame. The Steve McQueen film. No, we're not. It's not that shame. Although, you know what? That character felt a lot of shame. He never did he do anything as bad as having 30 people over for Thanksgiving? No. I don't think so.
Yeah, he was mostly self-destructive, you know. Not other people destructive. I read something that there was like a revised COVID infection numbers, which said that like 100 million Americans have been infected with COVID. That is the estimate.
That just doesn't
to me
seem
is
possible.
Right? Yeah. I don't really understand it, and I suppose I should have read the article a little bit more carefully But they had revised it. They revised it up from 70 million, which is still like to me way too many people, but. It is maybe possibly correct. I don't know.
You gotta hope that it's more people than less people, right? Because then that means that the percentage of people dying is lower.
Yes, I suppose that's true. But most people in Taiwan or Vietnam just didn't get it. Haven't gotten it. They're all right.
J Pill, totally right. Gavin Newsom totally had a Thanksgiving party. He's isolating now, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah.
Because of his stupid ass French laundry party.
That's right. We should shame on him, although we're unlikely to get his phone number. Well, I bet there's a voicemail we can call.
I bet we can call the governor's office.
All right, I'm going to bring up... We've got somebody that I want to shame. I'm going to bring this in my Chrome here. This is something I saw on Reddit today. It's this woman... Oh, it's got my name on there. This is from the COVIDiots subreddit, which is really great. Health grifter and anti-masker Peggy Hall held a $30 a person Thanksgiving feast with 300 plus idiots in attendance in Orange County. Look how many fucking people are here.
$9,000. $9,000. $30 in Thanksgiving food. It's a pretty decent deal if the food's all right.
That's nuts. So this crazy bitch, Peggy Hall, over 300 people in Orange County. Well, guess what, guys? I got her phone number. I used the catfish machine, and I found 2 phone numbers for her, and I figured she would be the first person that we would call. Oh, Hunty wanted to yell at every outlet store at the Citadel Mall. Yes, we're going to do that too. These are great suggestions. Put them in the chat. Or
sorry,
what's the
Citadel Mall?
It's an outlet mall. It's on the 5. Just when you get out of downtown LA. Big outlet mall.
Got it.
But I've got 2 phone numbers for Peggy. Let's see if we can shame her. We're starting this off with a bang. Probably not gonna... Who knows if this is the right... Of course, our system does not tell you when the phone is ringing. I still need to do my ring sound effect. The problem with that is that the first thing the caller is going to hear is a ring sound effect. It's going to be really confusing. I bet this is going to go to voicemail. It is 10 o'clock at night. This lady doesn't seem like...
Your call has been forwarded. Automatic voice message system. 949 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey there, this is Frankie with Dark Matters and Shame on You. We heard that you, Peggy, had a 300-person gathering at a party in Orange County for Thanksgiving, and we're calling to wag our fingers and say, shame on you. Mike?
Peggy, there's a lot of virus going around right now, and first of all, charging people for a Thanksgiving dinner, that's a light shame on you, but a much bigger shame on you for inviting a bunch of people who don't live together, who are very likely to infect each other with coronavirus. I mean, that's I don't know how much shame I can give out, but you very well may have killed someone, Peggy. So think about
that. Shame on you. I tried to hang up, but I think it took too long, so there was like a weird... Wow, that felt good. We have another phone number. Should we try the other phone number?
I mean, we might as well take a crack. I really want to know about this Ruby's Diner that Hunter keeps mentioning in the chat. Anyway, we'll learn more about this Ruby's Diner later.
Bring. I'm just gonna say bring with my mouth. Does that make sense? Bring. Bring. This is terrible. I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Yeah, it's annoying. I'll just...
Okay, it's still ringing. I feel like this is going to be another voicemail. All right, it's just ringing.
Can't take your call now. You can leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, press the pound key or just hang up.
Hi, this is Frankie with Shame on You. We heard that you had a big Thanksgiving gathering with over 300 people where you put people's lives in danger for no gosh darn reason. Shame on you. Mike?
And this is Michael saying, shame on you for charging people for a Thanksgiving dinner. It's a time for generosity. And what is more generous than not having people die of a preventable virus? So shame the heck on you.
Shame on you. Also, you're a coward for having it outside. If you don't believe in COVID, have the dinner inside. So you're a hypocrite. Okay, shame on you. Wow, I hope we got the right person because it's not guaranteed. We might have just shamed the wrong person. That's the problem with these, this shame.
Yeah.
All right, put it in the chat. Shoot us an email. Shoot us a text. We get these. We get all of these.
Yeah. And listen, you guys have been here, all right, all 6 of you that are here because there was no show that preceded this. Come, you see the game. Come play with us.
All right, Hunting in the chat. Wow, now I've my thing reloaded. Now I'm getting a Taco Bell ad. They really know our audience here. Okay, here we go. This is the Citadel outlets per Hunty's suggestion. We're calling the Citadel outlets. Shame on them.
Happy holidays. Thank you for calling Citadel Outlets. Our hours are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day this holiday season. Please visit our website at citadeloutlets.com for a full list of stores, hours, and additional information. We look forward to your visit. To speak to a customer service representative, please press
Damn it,
8.
I can't press 8. 8. Beep. Why do I say... 0. 8.
Happy holidays.
Oh, dang
Thank
it.
you for calling
Real
Citadel
flaw with
Outlets.
this phone system.
Our hours are 9.
If you dial,
Oh,
and I don't know if we can do this
yeah.
through call-in system, but if you dial with a comma, and put the 8 afterwards, it'll
let me try
punch it
that.
through, maybe.
It's probably not going to work, but who knows? Do I have to put a space or no?
It's a comma.
I know
when
what a
on your
comma
phone,
is,
it's a
Mike.
comma.
All right, well, it's
Yeah.
calling. Wonder if that'll work. Bring.
Bring.
Is not available.
Whoa.
Please leave a message at the tone. When finished,
I guess
you
that
may
worked
hang
'cause it
up
got us
or
to a
press
voicemail.
pound for additional options.
Hi,
well.
this is Frankie from Shame on You. Citadel Outlets, we are saying shame on you for being open and letting crowds come in there when coronavirus is swarming throughout the community. Shame on you. Mike?
Citadel Outlets, listen here. I hear you got some great stores there, and you're going to want to have customers when the pandemic is over. So don't kill your customers. Just take a break. You know what I mean? Shame on you.
Le Creuset store, overpriced. Worth dying for? No. Nike outlet, not great goods. Shame on you.
Shame on you all. All right, there's plenty of Le Creuset where
Look,
where
all right,
that
if you
came
need
from,
enamel,
all right? There's lots
cast
of
iron,
places
you
to
can
get
buy it
a good
online.
pot.
You don't have to go where there are
Yeah.
tons of other people.
Surlatable.com. I'm sure. I don't know if that's the name of the site, but I would bet money that's the right
I
name
bet
for
they
it.
got their own .com. Otherwise, they really fucked up.
Mhm.
All right, look, guys, in the chat via email, darkmattershow@gmail.com. Let us know who you want us to shame. Do you have a friend, a family member, a neighbor who had a Thanksgiving gathering and you want us to shame them? Just let us know their phone number. Robotic Willie, shame on credit card fraud reporting, they always answer.
I've been getting a ton of Social Security fraud
Oh
calls
yeah,
this week.
do you have some of those
Just
numbers? Let's call. Text me the
dozens.
number. We'll call them.
Yeah, I'll send you some. What's weird is they're all calling from my area code
Oh
of my
yeah,
phone,
so they spoofed.
which
it's
is
not their. It's not their real
where
phone number.
I live. But we'll see if we
Man,
got any of them.
all the stores closed at 10, right? Because of the curfew, so nobody's going to be open for us to call and say shame on you. We should have started this
That's
at
funny.
9.
Well, we should at least call CAA.
Shame
and
on
say,
you. Why are we
shame
shaming
on you?
CAA? Just because we like calling them?
I don't know. No, I think CAA. We can
they're working
leave them
from
alone
home.
for a night.
I think. We could call UTA and say shame on you for not signing a deal with the Writers Guild. But you know what? That's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about COVID. (818-650-3275) is the number to call. My neighbor did have a party.
Oh,
yeah.
again?
Oh, yeah. They had like at least 10 people over for Thanksgiving. I don't really know. It was like a lot of people. Everyone on my street was having Thanksgiving. Shame on them.
Shame on them.
But I am too scared to call them because they'll know who I am, and then it'll be awkward, and I have to live here for like.
Yeah.
Edit stuck
That's
saying
fair.
shame the country of
Seems-
France.
seems-
I'd like to know more about why. What did I mean? There's a lot of reasons to shame France, but what did they do specifically? Is it because of they had that law about police monitoring? That you're not allowed to video police anymore. They're having demonstrations. Should we shame them? Should we call the French embassy?
Oh man, I hope
They
they're
gotta
open.
be open, right? What if some French person's in an emergency? All right, we're calling the French embassy.
Jay Fleischman said Vichy for one thing
Yeah,
is
that
pretty
is
shameful.
true.
And,
That's
I
true.
agree.
But we're trying to do some more recent shaming. But you know what? If we can't do that, we'll go back in time.
Consulat de France à Los Angeles.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Hello. You've reached the Consul General of France in Los Angeles. Pour continuer en français,
Oh no.
tapez 1. To continue in
Ah.
English,
Ah,
press 6.
duh. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Consulat de France à Los
Damn
Angeles.
it.
Bonjour.
All right, I gotta do
Hello.
this. I gotta do the
You've reached
trick
Consul
that you
General
taught
of
me.
France in Los Angeles.
Man, this is like a kid throwing a stick into the spokes of the bicycle.
Yeah.
Just like.
All right, no, I
we
can do
can't
it
get
right here.
through.
Un accent,
Oh,
j'ai
yeah.
mon accent français. Should I try to talk to them in French
Yeah.
with that?
For people who don't know, Frankie
Consultez nos
Frankie's
horaires d'ouverture sur notre site internet losangeles.consulfrance.org. Vous y trouverez également des informations utiles à vos différentes démarches, ainsi que les
This
adresses
is
e-mail
just
de nos
telling us to
services.
go to their website or
Si votre
email
appel
them.
concerne l'un de nos ressortissants en situation d'extrême urgence, et uniquement dans ce cas, vous pouvez nous joindre au 310 625 97 13. Merci et à bientôt.
I got some of the numbers.
13.
323.
No, it's 310.
Le consulat général de France à Los Angeles est actuellement fermé.
So yeah, that is.
Consultez nos horaires d'ouverture sur notre site internet losangeles.consulfrance.org. Vous y trouverez également des informations utiles à vos différentes démarches,
Wait, should we call
ainsi
the
que les adresses
emergency
e-mail
line,
de nos
though?
services. Si votre appel concerne l'un de nos ressortissants en situation d'extrême urgence et uniquement
Probably
dans ce cas,
not, but you
vous
know.
pouvez nous joindre au 310
Oh,
625 97.
We're just gonna get the
Merci.
president of France's
All right, there we
assistant.
go. I got the number down. Yeah, who are we calling? Should we call this number for? Yeah, why not? What the fuck else are we gonna do? All right, calling this number. This is probably just somebody's cell phone number. Oh yeah, I gotta fix this mic. It's got a weird static problem. Ring ring. Ring ring. Let's get that shame energy going. What? Who are we calling right now? It's probably somebody's like in the middle of having sex, and then it's like, oh no, a French person is in trouble. I better stop doing it and pick up the phone.
Yeah, right. Like a French person would stop having sex because somebody was in
You've
trouble.
reached Austin Man. Sorry I missed your call.
Should
You
we
leave your
shame
name
this
and
person?
number. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
At
Sure.
the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, this is Frankie with Shame on You. French Council, we're saying shame on you for your country's new law banning the videotaping and photographing of police. Shame on you. Mike?
Yes, that's right. Shame on the country of France for passing a law that says you can't videotape police. It's it's shown a really sad and but important side of American politics to see people videotape police, and it's something that definitely should be legal.
Shame on you. All right, we've got a call. We've got a call coming
Shame
in.
on you.
Shame on you. Oh, they called back. That was Peggy who called us back just now. But
Oh
they
my
hung up
God,
immediately.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have tried it in French. I'm so shy about my French is so bad right now. Well, they called us back, but then they hung up immediately.
Vous aimeriez parler en français?
Yeah, definitely French people say ha ha ha.
They do it
Yeah.
on The Simpsons. I mean,
The
it's an
Simpsons
accurate show.
Is The Simpsons an accurate show, or should we try to call somebody from The Simpsons, like a not super famous person that we could probably find their phone number and shame on them? That's what I learned. If you're like,
I mean, what, like Dan Castellaneta
no, he's
or
too
something
famous.
like that?
But
I mean,
like, if you Googled like
he's too
writers
famous.
for The Simpsons, there's probably a bunch that have like done a bunch of episodes that you could find their phone number. You know what I mean? Like that guy that we talked to a couple weeks ago, that screenwriter that Ted wanted to talk to.
Oh yeah. The comic book writer
Guy, did he create Babylon 5 or something?
He was quite testy.
J. Michael Straczynski. That's who we talked to. Oh, thank you, Hunty. Put it in the chat too. Yes, we talked to J. Michael. Somebody at that level of fame, you could apparently just get their phone number and call them.
Sure.
You know, worst comes to worst. I could just throw a stick of dynamite into my career and just start dialing cell phones of celebrities that I have their cell phone number. By celebrities, I mean.
Yeah. Can we talk to January Jones?
I don't think I have her cell, but I might somewhere. I might actually.
She liked you though.
She spoke to me for 15 minutes at a rap party once. That's true. Shame on you guys. We're shaming people today. Why do you think that do you think that when she called back, that lady, why did she hang up right away? Like, she got bold enough to call us back, but then she hung up immediately? I don't understand. I'm really interested. Should we call back again?
Maybe she's just wondering if it was like
somebody named Kat. Somebody's calling us
call.
right now. Shame on you.
Yes, I'm curious as to why you called my son, who's a teenager, and gave him some kind of a shaming message for a Peggy Hall. About having.
Oh, did we have the wrong number? Somebody gave us that phone number and said that it was her number. So if we call the number by accident and we reach the wrong person, then we're very sorry about that, and we're sorry to disturb you, and we are unfortunately we're given the wrong information.
Well, in the future, you should verify that before you harass a teenage boy. That's really immature.
Well, we're sorry about that, and I guess that's a shame on us. Yeah. Would you? Happy Thanksgiving and shame on us.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Do you hear? She was laughing in the background. How would she hang up?
Yeah.
Well, that was probably.
It seems possible.
You think that was her?
You know.
Somebody was laughing, and I heard somebody laughing in the background. Also, do you think that was her, or do you think we really called the wrong person?
It's hard to know.
Should we voice? I wish we had like a
know?
voice analyzer where we could like compare her voice. I mean, we could do that. It would take a lot of effort. It would take like 5 minutes to prepare.
Should this be like we look at voice analyzer software or whatever?
We could do that. Maybe we could do that after the matter.
Listen,
that's
going to
be a lot of dead air. I'd have
we'll
to
save
like
that for...
cut the clip and then analyze it. I mean, we can do this.
We'll save it for after the matters when we get into our surveillance again.
All right. Look, that's the problem with the shame game, I guess. You're not always. You got to be careful where you point your shame. That's an important lesson that we learned today.
That's the most important lesson, and one that we could stand to.
Brother Wax said
remember.
the teenage son was crying. You know what? We'll have to play back the tape. We did get an email from from John Williamson, who we heard from last week. We haven't gotten an email from the Tooth Man. I feel like John Williamson and the Tooth Man may be the same person. Here we go. Let me pull this up. John Williamson.
I also.
Oh no! What happened? Hold on. You know, you pull up a window and then I lost Bilo. All right, fuck this version. We're just gonna do
I've
this.
disappeared.
All right, here we go. We'll just put it here. We'll just cover up Bilo. No, that's rude. Okay, John Williamson has sent us a new email. To recap, he sent us this last week. J Candy, J Saplu, JM. It looks great with the, and then the 8, 5, 12, 16, 13, 5, which was help me. We figured out this was a reference to the 49ers. We emailed them back. Let's play catch. And then what are these numbers? What did we send?
I forget.
Anyway, John Williamson has replied. Very good. Want to have a catch? KC equals JG. Check the date. The shooters don't even know. If the enemy is a snake, who is our friend? And then there's this whole code at the bottom. Oh, boy. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna just figure this out. Hold on.
I love that we have people reaching out to us in code. I wish we got more code emails.
Here we go. I'm trying to get you down here. Wow, I've got a lot of.
Brother Weg's asking if
This is Dark Matters, of course. Of course, this is Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Here we go. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. Okay, whoa. Here we go. All right. Here's the email. We did it. It's on the left here.
There we go.
Want to have a catch. KC equals JG.
Yep.
Oh, this is exhausting to me. Hunty with a big tease. Talking about where he was last Saturday night. It's a big tease.
That's a big tease. We're talking a type of tease that might get you kicked off Twitch.
That's we did one of those teases.
We did.
It's called a strip tease. All right. Do we want to solve this right now? Very good. KC equals J.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna solve it right now, but I think we can at least do the letter.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? It's this, right?
Is this
or no? No, it's not.
They. I assume this is what do.
Do.
Not.
11 is J. And 14 is N.
J N O.
And 23 is W. So
maybe 11 is K.
Probably 11.
They
is
do
K.
not know.
I think 10 is K.
I am C O N
M
C-O-N
or C-O-N-T.
Contacting you. They do not know I am contacting you.
They
check
All
the
right.
date. The shooters
Cool.
don't even know. I don't know. Brother Wag saying John Williamson's riddles not as fun as the Toothman's. I agree. Our John Williamson and the Tooth. The shooters don't even know. This is the JFK movie quote, I guess. This is a quote from this is Joe Pesci in the movie JFK. If the enemy is a snake, who is our friend? Google that, I guess.
Listen, I mean, if we break something about the JFK assassination, then that would be big. That would be big for the Dark Matter for the Dark Matter show.
I don't see anything for if the enemy is a snake, who is our friend? As a quote, anyway. Check the date.
Is it like if like mongooses are the enemies of snakes, or
The
so
enemy
therefore
of
they're
my
our
enemy
friends?
is my friend. So the enemy of a snake. I don't know. 11:20.
Oh
What?
shit! Look at what
Oh,
Hunter just put in the chat.
11/22/63 was the Kennedy assassination. KC equals JG. Okay, check the date. The shooters let me know. If the enemy is a snake, who is our friend? Okay. So something with the Kennedy assassination. Who is the enemy of a snake? I don't know. I'm thirsty. Snakes have many energies and enemies. Large birds, wild boars, mongooses, raccoons, foxes, coyotes, and even other snakes. Interesting.
Snakes.
Birds.
So I feel like it's all got to be JFK related somehow, right?
Yeah. Well, give us a call if you have a theory. 818-650-3275. That's the number. 818-650-3275. Check the date. The shooters. So we know the shooters don't even know it's from the movie JFK. KC equals JG. I don't know. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it later.
All right.
That's all I got right now. Mother of Gremlin says, a motherfucking American Eagle. Caw. Throwback to our presidential debate. Joe Jorgensen, radio silent,
man,
by the way.
I miss those guys. I wonder how Kyle Kenley Kopitke is doing.
KC, Kevin Costner, says Jay Pill. Okay, who did Kevin Costner play in the JFK movie?
Hunty dropping some knowledge from the Houston Zoo, which says that snakes are not the enemy.
Okay, in JFK, Kevin Costner played character called Jim Garrison. So KC equals JG.
KC equals JG.
Is Jim Garrison. KC equals JG. So that's Jim Garrison is the character he played, which I believe that's a fictional character, right? I don't think... If the enemy is a snake, who is our friend? Maybe if I just search for that and then put JFK. Inaugural address. Oh, you know what? Is the enemy of our enemy is my friend is a JFK saying, isn't it? No, didn't
way.
he say that in his speech or something?
I mean...
Cold War. No, maybe not. No. FBI's top secret Kennedy files. I don't know. We've got part of it.
Honestly, an American Eagle, is starting to make more sense. If the enemy is a snake, who is our friend?
Well, I guess we'll ponder on it. But this, guys, this is shame on you. We've already shamed a teenage boy, a country, and ourselves. But if you know somebody, man, my streaming is really fluctuating here. I see on the bottom, my kbps is up and down all over the place. So I'm sorry if the stream is cutting in and out.
Oh boy.
Joe Pesci said that quote in JFK and played in The Irishman, which was about the Irishman JFK. Is Joe Pesci a common thread? Shame on CHP, says JPill 1978. This is in my neighborhood. This is 2 blocks from my house.
Evicted a bunch of people. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, except that those people went into the houses the same day, and then in the news it made it seem like they had been living there for a while. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I could go on and on about that whole mess. It's literally 3 blocks from our house. But this is shame on you. And we're COVID shaming We're shaming people who had Thanksgiving gatherings. If you didn't know, there's a pandemic going on. Bilo, are you alive?
I'm alive. Sorry, I am trying to Google the quote about the enemy being a snake.
Look at what he's done. He's brought us to a standstill in our own show. We're trying to shame people, and we're trying to solve riddles. This is the maliciousness of people like the Tooth Man and John Williamson. You think it's a fun game,
Yeah.
but then it attacks your brain. You can't stop thinking about it. Come on, there's got to be who else can we shame?
You know, we can. I do think the LA Department of County, the LA County Department of Health is actually the Pasadena Department of Public Health.
Oh, that's a good one because they're just like, fuck it, we're not gonna listen to the order.
Yep, that is correct.
That's right. Okay, I'm into that. Pasadena Health Departments on Fair Oaks Avenue. Who would you rather have as a pen pal, the Tooth Man or Keith Rainier? Says
man,
that's a good question. All right, Public Health Department. Ooh, contact. I found their contact info. All right, here's the telephone number. This is obviously going to go to a voicemail, but that's okay. We can shame people on voicemail.
That's right. We've basically done nothing but shame people on voicemail.
That's our only choice at 10 o'clock p.m. Most people don't pick up the phone.
Thank you for calling the Pasadena Public Health Department. If you think you have a medical emergency, hang up and dial 911. To continue in English, press 1.
Oh no. Who is like, shit, I'm having a heart attack. Look up the number for the Pasadena Health Department.
0 at any time.
0.
The Pasadena Public Health Department is offering influenza vaccine at various Pasadena locations on a first-come, first-served basis. The vaccine will be available to anyone ages 6 months and older.
Should I call back again and do the comma 1?
While supplies last.
I'm going to do that. Seems to get you to the next. You go right to the next menu.
Okay. All right.
That's what happened last. All right. Let's try that now. Let's do comma 1.
I just love to think about someone who's like gravely injured calling the Department of Public Health. Like,
yeah. It must happen because they wouldn't put that message there for no reason.
Statistics and Quality of Life Index, press 2.
Oh no.
For instance, including travel, adult, and children, press 3. For public health field nursing, TB clinic, and communicable disease administration, press 4. For public health administration, environmental health, or bioterrorism, and emergency preparedness,
that's
press
probably 5, right?
That sounds
5. All right. So
for HIV and AIDS services,
do I do 1, comma 1, comma 5?
Yeah, I think so. Also, that Pasadena has its own bioterrorism unit is a complete joke.
I guess there's a Rose Bowl. I don't know. That is a little weird.
Just like the
they got a lot of money up there.
Yeah. This seems like the county should be. Like,
for environmental health, including restaurant inspections, control, and complaints, press 2.
Oh, that's complaints. That's 2.
For public health emergency preparedness, press 3.
Or 3.
To repeat this menu, press 9.
All right.
To return to the previous menu, press
All right, wait,
star.
so what am I pressing?
For assistance, press
2,
0.
I think.
1, 3,
or
2.
Maybe 1.
I gotta remember the whole sequence, though.
Yeah, it's like Simon. Every time we get,
one. Predictably, I was
deeper.
so bad at Simon. Okay. Hope this works. Navigating phone trees for Shame on You. This is Shame on You. Come on. Give us the good stuff. Pick up that.
If you're having a life-threatening
Here we go
emergency,
again.
please hang up and dial 911. If you're having a reaction to a vaccine, please speak with your physician. We are located at 1845 North Fair Oaks
Trying to
Avenue,
shame you. Get
Pasadena,
to the beep.
California, 91103.
Swear to God.
We provide immunizations for children and
Maybe I
adults,
pressed the wrong menu
including
option.
people who are traveling. Please listen to the following options.
No.
For adult and traveler immunizations,
I
press
think it was the
1.
wrong. All right, I give up.
For child
I give up. They
immunizations,
bored me to death.
All right. Well, shame on you, Pasadena
Shame
Department of
on
Public
you.
Health.
Deb Jones wants to call Gavin Newsom. Sure, somebody find the phone number for Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
And we'll call. I'm sure there'll be another fucking phone tree. Contact. All right, here's the phone number. No way. You know, like, he has a cell phone. He's probably on it right now. Oh, the
Yeah.
French Laundry. They're open?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Hunty, you're a genius. All right.
Yeah. Do we get Thomas Keller on the phone?
Thank you for calling the offices of Governor Gavin Newsom. In order to expedite your call, please select from the following options. To continue in English, please press 1 now. Para continuar en español, por favor oprime el número 2.
Fucking press 1. This is really the bane of our existence, is these automated phone systems.
It really is.
Should I just press 0?
Should we like conference? Should we just call on a separate phone and then conference that into this? Is that somehow?
We could call on
easier?
Skype, I think.
In order to expedite your call, the following options. To
I
continue
could
in
try to
English,
add it to the
please-
Skype call. Should I do that?
Well, let's at least try
Oh,
that
but you
and
know
see
what? I
it-
think
see
if I add it to the Skype call, I think if I do that, do you die? I think you died. I think I lost Bilo. Oh boy. I lost Bilo. Alright, I think I lost Bilo now. Here we go. Here we go. My back. Bilo, I lost you.
Yeah,
I
you're
lost
back.
you when I
Hi.
tried. I lost you when I tried to do that. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Didn't work. Well, all right, let's call the French Laundry. Hunty had a great suggestion. In Yountville, California. Google says it's closed. We probably can call Woody Allen. He's probably asleep. It's 1 a.m.
That's true. Maybe we can talk to.
Wait, I
Sun
think this
Heat.
might be the wrong number. This is the governor again. Sorry.
Thank you for calling the
We got to do this show at like 2 p.m.
It's true. It's doing a call-in show to the United States is tough at this time.
All right, we're calling the French Laundry
Thank you for
restaurant.
calling the French Laundry. Our office hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 7 days a week.
Well,
Currently,
I feel like we're
our
getting a
office is
message.
closed. We are open for service daily. Traditional dinner hours are unavailable at this time. Reservations are offered exclusively on our website at FrenchLaundry.com through December 31st.
For those of you just joining us,
Please
this
note
is
that we
Shame
will
on
release
You. We're Dark
reservations
Matters. We're
month
doing
by
Shame
month.
on You. We are shaming people.
If you have any questions, you can
We're
visit our
calling the
website
French Laundry
or reach our
restaurant where
concierge
Governor
team
Gavin Newsom
at
had a
concierge@FrenchLaundry.com.
non-socially distanced
For
dinner.
general information on our restaurant,
Of course, they're
please
not
press
open
0.
because it's 10:45
To leave
at
a
night.
message regarding confirmation for your current reservation,
Here we go.
please press 1.
1,
To speak directly with the maitre d' in our restaurant, please press 2.
2.
To repeat this message, please press pound.
All right. I'm gonna call back and I'm gonna do 2.
There we go. I would also like to talk to the maitre d'.
I would too.
It's so weird.
It's ringing. You can't hear it ring if you're just joining us. Okay, here we go. Hello? Oh, there we go. Ring, ring, ring. Remember when a mom called us back all mad at us?
Good times.
Thank you for calling the French Laundry restaurant.
Oh.
We are currently assisting other guests and away from our phone.
Voicemail.
Please leave us your name,
Yeah.
a brief message, and the best phone number.
Voicemail.
Yeah.
Finally, we'll get it.
Finally, a shame on you.
Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, this is Frankie with Shame on You. You let the governor have a special non-socially distanced dinner that broke COVID protocols. Shame on you. Mike?
Shame on you. This is Mike. Just saying that that was really wrong. You know, there's no reason that you couldn't ask the governor to follow the rules that everybody else is being asked to follow. Or at least just keep their party outside. I understand it's cold in Northern California this time of year, but there's no reason that, you know, if that dinner party had to happen at all, which frankly we both know that it didn't, that they shouldn't have to maintain social distance. So shame on you for not enforcing those.
That's right. Michelin star. Sorry, I'm taking that away and giving you a shame star because you deserve shame. Shame on you. 818-650-3275.
3275.
That felt good.
Oh, man. Thank you, Hunty. Great
idea. That was a great. Who else needs to be shamed? Give us a number.
I do think we should try the scammers who want my who want my phone number.
All right. So Michael has texted me phone numbers of scammers who have been calling him. There's no way this number's going to work. This is a scammer who's been calling Michael Bilo. Ooh, a star on the Walk of Shame. I'm going to use that. I'm going to steal that. This is shame on you. It was busy. I'll try one of the other numbers. Really? You know what? One of the unintended consequences of this 10 p.m. curfew is that it begins right when our show starts. So
everybody should be home.
Everybody should be home. So anybody who picks up really needs shame. I wonder if we can figure out like a place that's open in spite of the curfew.
Yeah, I mean, all grocery stores are going to be closed.
Isn't Ron Jeremy
I wonder if
in custody?
drive-thrus are open.
Drive-thrus are open because Stephanie wanted to go to McDonald's the other day at like 11 p.m. And I was like, they're not going to be open, and they were open. We're calling this number, it's ringing, and no one's answering.
All right.
Yeah, it's just ringing. Gonna drop that call.
All right.
This is shame on you.
Yeah.
This is Dark Matters, but this is also shame on you. We are shaming. You know what? Let's open it up. Doesn't have to be COVID related. Just anybody who deserves a little bit of shame. We're going to call them up. We'll shame them. You send us a private message on Twitch. You can email us, darkmattershow@gmail.com. Shoot us a call or text.
This is shame on the Rainbow Room.
Shame on the Rainbow Room. What's going on at what's the Rainbow Room? Oh, that's where Stephanie used to
in Hollywood.
Stephanie used to work there. It's the Rainbow Bar and Grill, right?
Ah.
The Rainbow Room is at Rockefeller Center in New York. Rainbow Bar and Grill is the restaurant that Ron Jeremy frequents where Stephanie used to work. Well, what am I shaming them for, though? I actually know a lot. You know what? I know a lot that I can shame them about. I've heard some stories about them. I hope I remember this right. Honey, put some stuff in the chat for me to shame them about if they pick up the phone. I'm sure they're open.
Mother of Garblin has seen some things there.
Right? Didn't they like spit in something or they reuse something? I heard some dirty food stories.
Gross.
Well, let's see if they pick up. It's ringing right now. They're probably... What if they're closed? We can't shame them. This is tragedy.
It's a Saturday
Shame
night.
has been quarantined tonight.
Wow, that's a hell of an inference.
A trash can is a prep station, I'm
accurate.
seeing.
Oh, ew! Mother of Garblin saying she saw a trash can used as a prep station. Horrifying.
Okay. Oh, Jay Pill coming up with the goods, giving us the number for Denver Mayor Michael Hancock. I'm not familiar with what did he do? I'm just not familiar. What are we shaming Michael Hancock for? Did he had a not COVID safe Thanksgiving? Aha, I see. Oh, he traveled for Thanksgiving.
Oh, really? Oh, what about that guy who wrote that New York Times article, where he was like, I am connected to 100 people, like hundreds of people by like second or third degree connections. I'm still going to travel for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, I did read that article. He was like, I meticulously traced every single person that I come into and all of their contacts and all of their contacts. And I found it's this incredibly huge amount of people, and I don't give a shit. I'm still going to go see my dad because I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, we should shame him.
You have reached Denver 311 after hours. If you have a police, fire, or medical emergency,
311
please
after
hang
hours.
up and dial 911. Regular hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Come on.
Time blocked again.
Denver offers a range of services that can be completed online. To access online services, submit a service request, or for more information regarding the latest City and County of Denver updates, please visit us at denvergov.org
denvergov.org.
or If you are calling for elections, please press 8.
Oh,
If you have lost your pet, please go to the Denver Animal Shelter located
Okay, this
at
did say that
1241
this was the
West
mayor. I
Bayard
looked
Avenue.
up mayor's. This said the
The
mayor's
shelter is
office
open
phone
7
number.
days a week.
And,
Please visit denvergov.org /
shame on them for saying the mayor's office phone number and then it connects to the 311, by the way. What was the name of that New York Times reporter? Because that's the type of person that we can find.
I don't know. I do have one more person to shame. Actually, two more.
Okay,
really,
great.
But...
Give it to me. Suck it to me. Shame it to me.
So the guy's name is Fred Eshelman.
Okay.
He contributed $2 million to True the Vote, which is the Trump campaign's attempt to, prove the existence of widespread voter fraud. Which
do you have his phone number? Or do I need to find?
I don't have his phone
Okay,
number.
I'm gonna try to find it.
But he recently sued True the Vote to get his money back because he gave them $2.5 million. They did not find the voter fraud that the
Hunty
president
wants to
had,
know if we can do a hey good
claimed
job
on Twitter.
Sorry, I interrupt you. We'll do a hey good job, but let's try
No.
shame on you. All right, Fred Eshelman. Does he live in Pennsylvania?
No, he lives in Northern California.
California, because I don't have Fred Eshelman in California.
There's Frederick, I think is his name, with a E-R-I-C. Frederick. Okay.
Eshelman. Got one in E-S-H-E-L-M-A-N.
E-S-H-E-L-M-A-N.
Yeah, I've only got one Frederick in Arlington, Virginia. I think that's him.
Seems...
Environcorp.com. Does that seem like that would be where he worked?
Possibly. Oh, you're right. No, he is North Carolina. So,
Oh, wait,
yeah.
he's North Carolina?
That's what it seems like.
Okay. Okay, I've got 4 in North Carolina.
My God, Frankie, I don't know if you've been looking at Mother of Garblin stories.
I've heard these
chat.
stories.
They are horrifying.
Okay, I'm gonna try to call this number for Fred Eshelman. We may be calling the wrong person. We may be pointing our shame in the wrong direction.
The person you have dialed Can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message.
I don't think that's the right number. I think this is the right number. Deb Jones just put a Rudy Giuliani phone number in the chat. No way is that real.
Thank you for calling PPD. Our office is now closed. Please stay on the line to be transferred to our 24-hour answering service. Thank you.
Whoa.
Good morning, PPD. How may I help you?
Oh, hi. We're looking for Fred Eshelman.
Okay, I can get you to his voicemail. I'm pretty because they're closed.
That sounds good. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm sorry. What was the last name?
Eshelman. Eshelman.
Okay, one moment for me.
Okay. Uh-oh, wait. Copyrighted music. All right, here we go. This is the right guy, right? PPD Incorporated?
PPD is...
Yeah, okay. Great.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 91062055552 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, this is Frankie with Shame on You. We're calling... Oh, we've got some feedback here. We are calling to say shame on you, Fred Eshelman, for trying to fund phony vote challenges, even though you're now walking it back, apparently. Well, shame on you for doing that. Mike?
Yeah. Shame on you for being a sucker, you know? If you were going to go in on election fraud, go in harder, you know? You can't just go in on election fraud, you know, halfway. I mean, look at the president. You know, the president is completely full of shit, talking about voter fraud that doesn't exist every single day, trying to drive people from Fox News to Newsmax, because Fox News seems to be reporting the truth. Now, come on, you know, Mr. Eshelman, you gotta respect the process that our president's going through, and go in with him all the way, or just don't jump in that pool. You know, right? Because once you jump into the shit pool and you jump out, you know, people are going to notice that you're covered in shit. So, shame on you.
Well, I've got a little bit of a shame on you for Mike there for using filthy language on our shame on you phone call. So that's a little bit of a shame on us. But, Mr. Eshelman, this is a big ol' shame on you. But if you'd like to spend some of that money and donate it to us, we're at 818-650-3275.
650-3275.
That's right, 818-650-3275. This is shame on you.
Shame on you.
All right, we've got two numbers for Rudy Giuliani. No, Rudy Giuliani's manager.
Manager? What do you mean his manager?
Who's his manager?
What does he have a manager for?
What about his hairstylist? Oh, we should
God.
call Four Seasons Landscaping. All right. This number is busy. I think lots of people are probably trying to call this.
That sounds about right. Deb Jones says that Brillstein Gray are Rudy Giuliani's manager.
Brillstein Gray are Rudy Giuliani? I don't think so. But let's see. Let's call anyway. They're probably just gonna have a night person.
The voicemail of Brillstein Entertainment Partners. Our offices are currently working remotely. We are checking voicemail messages in real time and will notify the appropriate party.
Perfect.
If you know your party's extension, dial it now, or you can press 1 for the office directory. Thank you.
Your call has been answered by a VIA IP office. Extension 513. is not available. To leave a message,
Deb
wait for
Jones
the tone.
posting from
When
celebritiesgalore.com.
Celebritiesgalore.com. Hilarious.
Record at the
Okay,
tone.
I love it.
Hi, this is Frankie calling from Shame on You. Well, we heard that you may represent Rudy Giuliani, and that generates a big ol' shame on you from us to you for representing that fat sack of shit. Mike?
And it's a little bit of a shame on us for using some naughty language, but let me tell you, over the past couple of weeks, Rudy Giuliani, and really for the past 4 years, Rudy Giuliani has proved himself that he's not America's mayor so much as he is America's ass. Shame on you for representing him, if you do in fact represent him. If you don't, we're sorry about that.
If you don't, that's a big shame on us because we got it wrong. But if you do, it's a big shame on you.
Shame on you.
If you want to call us back, the number is 818-650-3275. 3275. Shame on you.
On you.
All right. Wow, it's 11 o'clock already. We shamed nobody.
We are never gonna get our sound coordinated.
It's too
really
hard
frustrating
on this platform. And you know what's weird?
Yeah.
There's actually I have to add a delay in the broadcasting software because otherwise I talk over you. I think I talk over you a little bit anyway. Wow. All right. Well, we didn't really get to shame anybody. We mostly got shamed ourselves.
We did get shamed by a mom.
Yeah, just fair.
Who may have been the mom of the person who may have been the person who hosted a 300-person Thanksgiving dinner.
Ooh, Brother Wags telling on Alyssa, saying she had a socially distanced Thanksgiving Day dinner. Shameful. Hunty, you had a hey good job that you had posted earlier in the chat. Should we do that hey good job?
What is hey good job?
Hey good job's the opposite of shame on you.
Russian mom. Sorry, Hunty had some stuff in the chat for me that I missed. The Russian... Oh, well, the Russian Robin, Ron Jeremy, and you and Eileen in the upper deck alone with a camera.
Is this more John Williamson stuff?
Don't really remember that. I'm trying to... I'm remembering your dad's collection of pornography that I saw.
Hold on. I really want to shame... I haven't gotten to shame anybody so far. I'm really disappointed.
Russian rock.
I really want to shame somebody. There's nobody to shame. Should I shame myself?
I mean,
for wanting to shame.
Why do you want to shame so much?
Good.
Like what do you get out of it?
You know what? It feels good because we've been so good during this whole pandemic. We haven't gone anywhere. The riskiest thing we did was go to your goddamn wedding. That was the riskiest thing we did. You know what? We're doing it the right way, and we're just stuck in the shit because of all these assholes, and it just feels really good to rub their little pig noses in the slop that I hope they eat for the rest of their lives. Well, it's 11 o'clock. Hunty's here on the line.
Hey.
I'm flipping it over to After the Matters.
I feel you. I actually can't even get into how much I feel you because there are people I care about who I'm hearing about their parties, and I want to shame them, but I have to care about them, you know?
Yeah, wait, so you know some people that had parties?
I know people who had parties who have already come down with shit.
Oy.
Are they like personal friends or like acquaintances?
It's people I know, but it's one of those things where it was a good Thanksgiving dinner, and then they find out on Saturday morning that someone at that dinner has tested positive.
Oh boy.
So it's a weird situation because like you want to hate people, but you also want to care about them, but also at the same time. So Michael Bilo, several years ago, I worked a production gig for a rock ballet that was terrible and ridiculous, and we needed to fill seats because it was a concert film.
Yeah.
And they just threw you and Eileen up in the upper deck where it was just like the two of you and a camera, and then Ron Jeremy was there at the party.
I don't remember I don't remember like seeing it. I must have, but I just don't remember.
I have a Ron Jeremy story.
Like Part of the Storm?
Man.
It
I remember
was like downtown. What's that fancy place that it was at? Not the Palladium or anything.
Was it at the Pantages?
No, not the Pantages. The fuck was it? It was the one that's near Clifton's.
The Velasco or Belasco or something like that.
The Wiltern? Not the Wiltern.
I want to say it's
I know. It's. I think it might be called the Los Angeles Theater or something like that. That might be completely wrong. But I know.
$1 Million Theater.
No. You're thinking the Los Angeles Center Theater. Anyway, it was a ridiculous thing that involved Ron Jeremy, which is why I brought it up. But it was basically, a pet project by someone who had so much money, but
the
no
Orpheum.
ability to pay for all.
Should we call Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' office?
Oh man, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm calling it right now. It's probably gonna have to press 1 for English again.
Deb Jones Talking Shop just says Lowry's Prepper
Thank you for
and ...
contacting the office of Governor Ron DeSantis. Our office is currently closed. Please call Monday through Friday during regular business hours, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or send us an email by using the contact form on the governor's website at www.flgov.com.
They have a fax line. Can we
To
fax
hear this
them?
message in Spanish, please press 1. Para escuchar este mensaje en español, oprima el número 1. To obtain the governor's mailing address, please press 2. For more help, please visit the Citizen Services Information Panel on the governor's website at www.flgov.com.
What I think is interesting is that is the obsession with regular business hours, which makes me wonder if the guy that a friend of the show used to work with, who we called
Lingerie guy
twice.
Thank you for contacting the office of Governor Ron DeSantis. Our office is currently closed.
I found a different phone number,
Please call
but it
Monday.
went to the same message.
Yeah, business hours guy. I wonder if that was in fact Governor Ron DeSantis.
Maybe if we go on Twitter.
I found it.
You found what?
Sorry. The Orpheum.
Yeah, the Orpheum.
Yes.
Brother Wags hooked us up with that. Okay. Hold on. Maybe somebody is like tweeting from like a party or something that we could, you know what I mean? Like
that would be fun if we could find people on Twitter who are just like having a party.
What hashtag should I search for?
Ooh, I mean,
party?
Oh, I wonder, could you search on Twitch for live streams from parties?
Oh. Party. Trying to find. Oh, this is like the whole world. Do I have to say Los Angeles? What if I just say LA? I'm searching for hashtag party LA. No, this is all people not speaking English. Oh, this isn't working. Hashtag Los Angeles. Latest. Elmo is ready to learn. Come on, give me something. No, let's see.
Deb Jones got a lot of hate for Vancouver, Washington.
Did Mike Tyson have a fight tonight? I think Mike Tyson had a fight tonight. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody partying.
Sad.
Oh, here we go. I found one somehow. We decided to surprise our family on the East Coast. 4 flights in one day.
Oh,
Here's
Jesus.
somebody that we can...
What?
Watch, this is going to be from last year. Oh. Yeah, November 11th, 2020. Life is short and spontaneous moments are always needed. That's this channel here. LTMFTV.com.
Oh. We should shame the Denver Broncos.
What did they do? Okay, here's a phone number for these people. These are people who did 4 flights in one day during the pandemic. I found them on Twitter.
All I can hear is just random sort of semi-uplifting music.
What do you mean? Okay, I'm calling this number. You're probably not going to pick up. Well, it's not picking up. It's great radio / streaming.
It's
when you
such
just have
good
dead
radio.
air.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's sweetie. Be happy. Smile. Yeah.
Hello? Hi, this is Frankie from Shame on You. We saw your video on Twitter saying 4 flights in one day. Well, guess what? There's a pandemic going on, and that was really dangerous and unnecessary. So shame on you. Mike?
Shame on you for taking all those unnecessary flights. You know, a lot of people can't be with their families this year, and some of those families are going to be smaller next year because of this very pandemic that you taking all those flights helped to perpetuate. So shame on you.
That's a big shame on you from us to you. Shame on you. I don't know what that voicemail was.
I heard be happy.
Something they were in Sweden.
I sat there in so much dread, wondering if you were going to pass it over to me at the end.
I thought about it. I'm not going to be. Not gonna lie.
More let you jump in if you want to.
Yeah, I don't see anybody.
But I mean, I just was so confused by that fucking voicemail music.
Wait, what voicemail music?
I heard voicemail music.
You did? I didn't hear any music.
Yeah, it was really
There was like a lot of music. There was like a lot of very loud music that drowned out your voice.
Oh.
Maybe you couldn't hear it, Frankie.
Oh,
but yeah.
Was it? Maybe my browser is patched. I bet my browser is patched into your audio. And I think you could hear it on Skype, but I don't think it came through over the stream.
Yeah.
I think you were hearing their video.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Chrome.
no, yeah, I definitely said a couple times, this is like really bad and loud and terrible because their music was bad and loud and terrible.
That's what it was, my Chrome. You were hearing their video on my Chrome. But it did not go to the listeners.
Yeah. It was a bad.
That was the music from their video of them going on their plane or whatever. I can't find anybody partying. Maybe we're doing pretty well.
I mean, one hopes. What
would I search for on Twitter? Yeah. #bar open.
It's just like like this bomb that has been set off that we will find out whether it was a large bomb or a small bomb 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. Dumb. Well, bless you. Well, this is After the Matters, the official Dark Matters after show. You know, I'm gonna say right off the bat, you know, we tried to shame people. I don't know how successful we were. I'm not saying I'm feeling ashamed about it, but I'm not sure how successful we were. So,
Frankie, can I say something?
Please.
Frankie? The person who I gave a phone number to Michael Bilo, I actually messaged him a phone number to call for someone who shouldn't be shamed because they are doing a good job. That phone number was yours.
Wait, whose phone number? Mine?
The person who isn't getting shamed tonight is yours. You.
Me, Frankie Gutman?
Congrats. Frankie Gutman, you are doing it right.
There we go. I see. These are Facebook messages that I'm just seeing right now. So,
all right. Well, thank you, Hunter.
Yeah.
That means a lot. We are trying to do it right. We're staying home. My neighbors are not staying home. My neighbors are all going over to each other's houses and talking too. Like one will go over to one house. They're all, I don't know. There was an ambulance took somebody away on my street like a week and a half ago from like one of the houses on my street. Now, I don't know if that's COVID. Really, you never know.
Yeah. Could have been a murder.
I don't think it's a murder. I think normally they write about those. I think I would hear about a murder.
Yeah.
Ooh, Brother Wags has a shame on Hunter for kissing my ass. Fair. That's, you know, everybody has a different version of shame. Something else I've learned. Steve McQueen has a version of shame.
Hunter, I think you were going to tell us what you were doing last Saturday. It's your first, it's the first time you've missed Dark Matters in a while.
Oh yeah, I missed Dark Matters. Funny story, because I was in the hospital for 4 days.
Oh no, sorry to hear that, Hunter.
Yeah.
I mean, you told me a little bit about this, but I'm going to pretend that I don't know about it. But
yes, I told you a bit about it. No, it was it was a case of you know what, take care of yourself, even in these quarantine times, or else it can get scary. And I'm on these new medications for my tremors actually, and for my heart and stuff, and they're terrifying. My body doesn't feel like itself, but it's getting better. But so the thing that I loved about it was, first off, I was very sad that I had to miss the show. And I'm going to ask for you guys to describe John Williamson a little bit to me, because it sounds like the bad character from Star Trek II. But also, I want to describe my journey on Wednesday, in which I woke up in a hospital bed in San Diego and had to planes, trains, and automobiles my way back to LA by the time curfew happened, basically, so that I could get my prescriptions and then have my Thanksgiving dinner alone of a can of soda and a cup noodles.
That is a on the sad side for Thanksgiving. Deb Jones Talking Shop says, glad you're okay.
That's right.
Hunter.
We're all glad you're okay. And you know what? Good job, Hunter, taking care of yourself. It's important to take care of yourself. No shame in that.
100%. And I do want to know a little bit about John Williamson, because I want to try and help crack this code, because I miss the Tooth Man. And I'm enjoying this Williamson fella.
So John Williamson, does John Williamson claim to be a member of the intelligence community? I think he does, right?
Here, let me make this bigger. Click on John Williamson. Well, there were two. Where's the first John Williamson message? The first one was, the band is on the field. Owens. which was, what was the band that was on the field, was the Play. It was a thing from football called the Play. It's like a Stanford football game.
Yep.
Owens.
That's right.
Was a San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, the Catch. So we were like, play catch.
Right, that's TO.
And then 8, 5, 12, 16, which stand, what is that? Help.
8 is H, yeah.
Help.
5 is
So it
E,
says
12
help.
is L, and 16 is P.
And then
so
here's
help.
the second email. Jay Candy. Jay Sapaloo. Jay Candy and Jay Candy. So Jay Sapaloo was a lineman for the 49ers. Jay Candy. So there's a famous moment, and I actually knew this story somehow. It was in the Super Bowl, the 49ers against the Bengals, where the 49ers were playing like shit, and Joe Montana was in the huddle, and he was like, and they were waiting to hear him like lash into them, and then he just looks up in the stands and he goes, "Is that John Candy?" Because apparently John Candy was just standing like in the middle of the stands, and it like apparently disarmed everyone on the team, and they were like, "Huh?" And it like snapped them into action, and they won the game. So that's John Candy, and then JM is Joe Montana. It looks great with I don't think we ever.
Did Simpsons,
What?
The Simpsons did that bit, right?
I'm
With
sure they
Homer
referenced
as
it on
John
The Simpsons.
Candy?
Oh, somebody's calling us. We've got a call. Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Hey, it's the Chess
Oh,
Devil.
the Chess Devil Hunter.
Chess Devil.
How are you, Chess Devil Hunter? You also missed the Chess Devil last week. We played chess on the show.
Chess Devil's here. Hold on one second. I've got to close the Discord because Chess Devil can't hear what you're saying.
Oh,
all right, Chess Devil's here.
Hello, Chess Devil. Welcome to After the Matters, Chess Devil.
God, I've been waiting to get into the show. What are we doing tonight? Unfortunately, Chess Devil has not been able to watch because he promised a friend would watch their show.
Well, that's okay, Chess Devil. And you know what? Good.
No problem, Chess.
Good for you for supporting your friends. Tonight's theme is shame on you. So we're calling people, a lot of people having people over for Thanksgiving, for COVID, having big parties. We were calling them and we were saying, shame on you. But we called a lady that we thought was a woman who had a 300-person gathering in Orange County, but it turns out we called a teenager, and then his mom called us back and yelled at us. So then we had to say shame on you to ourselves. That was probably the highlight of the show, Chess Devil.
Please, please clip that so I can see that Chess Devil says. So I'm going to give you a little shame on me.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
I was Chess Devil was running a call-in show similar to yours because I like your show. Chess Devil's producer quit because I had Chess Devil's ex-girlfriend call in and explain why he does not have good sex. Why he...
Hold on. So Chess Devil, you have your own Chess Devil call-in show. And you hired your producer's you had your producer's ex-girlfriend call in and say how he was bad at sex. Is that right?
Well, the producer said, "Hey, let's just have her call in to test the whole show out." And Chess Devil was like, "Fantastic." Chess Devil got very drunk, like he is right now. And we asked producer Rob, that's his name, producer Rob. We asked producer Rob's ex-girlfriend, front, on top, or in the back. Apparently, producer Rob was saying, "Stop talking about this, you're going too far," and Chess Devil didn't see the text.
Wow. So Chess Devil's producer quit.
Yeah, Chess Devil producer quit, and unfortunately, I need a new producer. And I feel bad, but I don't feel bad at the same time.
I mean, it sounds pretty funny, Chess Devil.
It does sound very funny. And you know what, Chess Devil? We've had people call in I would say dozens of times over the years of Dark Matters to discuss, my sexuality, and I've always taken it in stride.
Do you remember when we had my ex's friend that you went on a date with come and publicly shame you?
Oh, that was probably the worst of all of them. Was having your ex's friend who I went on one date with.
You do have a Linux laptop, so we all know what your sexuality is.
Tep Jones saying remembers that it was an ArcLight date. An ArcLight date that did not end in a kiss. You know what? And she has an Emmy now, and you have a house in Silver Lake. So I don't know who's winning.
Yeah. I don't think it's really about winning.
Of course it's about winning. What else would it be about?
It's always about winning. Since just that whole fucking you gotta push that queen. You gotta pressure that queen. Gentlemen, I love your show. I do have to hang up, and I'm sad I do.
That's fine. Thank you for calling, Chess Devil. And
thank you for your entertainment.
Thank you. We love you, Chess Devil.
Well, we're quick. Apparently, go test yourself. It's coming back. It's not done.
That's right. Hunty, you confirm that for Chess Devil?
What's that?
Chess Devil's talking about...
Hunter! Oh, Hunter's here!
I'm here, yeah.
Oh, thank you, God. I go sketch yourself was done. But Chess Devil has been getting sketches for you. But apparently, I was told that it was done.
No,
but after last night's episode, I loved it. I watched. Oh, it was so good.
Well, thank you. No, it's not done. We're it's done for December, like Hollywood. Everything in Hollywood shuts down in December, even in fucking COVID years. So we'll be back. We'll be back in January. Don't worry. Chess Devil.
I have 4 sketches to give you, my friend. Chess Devil loves you.
I can't wait.
It's interesting to hear Chess Devil say "Thank God."
Well, why would you say that? God's my father. I mean, I'm the morning chess star. I am the morning chess light.
Fair. And I'm gonna keep pressuring that queen,
shit.
Chess Devil.
I need to. I had a thing just happen.
Okay.
I accidentally hit a button on the snake thing we were talking about earlier, and I'm gonna put this into the chat.
Okay.
For the first thing that came up in autocorrect accidentally.
All right. Chess Devil has hung up. Thank you, Chess Devil, for calling.
Thank you, Chess Devil.
If the enemy is in range, so are you. Well, what is that?
That's if I accidentally had the words "if the enemy is," and that's what came up before snake or before anything else.
If the enemy is a snake, who is our friend? That's I don't.
If the enemy is in range, so are you.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's got to be these are all JFK things, right?
I think.
What about "wanna have a catch"? Isn't that like? I feel like that's a specific.
Field of Dreams.
That's Field of Dreams.
That's Field of Dreams.
Oh, so is this Kevin Costner?
Yeah. Hey, Dad, wanna have a catch?
Oh.
And that.
Okay, I found a JFK movie script. Search for the word snake. Okay.
Wait, go for transcript, not final script.
Transcript?
Because you want the actual word. Yeah, this is a production draft, right?
I don't know. Okay, so here's a dialogue transcript. I'm gonna search for the word snake.
Yeah.
Time stands still here like a snake sunning itself. That's the only... That's the only use of the word snake, I guess, in the movie JFK. That's not very helpful. What about enemy? Enemy of the people. No, enemy is twice. So yeah, it's not in the movie JFK. Maybe it's another Kevin Costner movie.
That's a good call.
Could it be a person like Lyndon Johnson?
If the enemy is a snake, Chess Devil is calling back. Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, Chess Devil's back. I just wanted to be a part of the show again because the other stream I was on, I didn't really enjoy it.
Wow.
But I'll just be on the back line. You enjoy yourself.
All right, thank you, Chess Devil.
I like you a lot, Chess Devil.
Hunter, Chess Devil here. Sorry to interrupt again. But I believe I finally figured out the class we took together. We were in a, I'm sorry, go on.
Oh, no, I said, oh, yes, go on.
Yeah, so I believe we had a 201 class together at Franklin Street.
Okay.
Who was the teacher?
Chestnut was a little inebriated, but I've been researching this for a while. I will get back to Hunter and let him know.
All right.
I mean, I could tell you who I took 201 with, and we can figure this out right now, or we can wait a full week.
I mean,
I believe that we have to wait a full week. I mean,
we're good.
Yeah.
Cliffhangers are the best.
All right, we'll find out next week. What UCB class?
Could have been Ben Seaman or Mike Leffingwell.
Wow.
So many people taught 201.
I mean, I'll tell you, my level 1 teacher was Eugene Cordero, and my level 3 teacher.
Whoa. Hunter, I apologize to interrupt you there. I know I showed a quote-unquote yes and, but you had a one-on-one with Eugene. Was that in New York or in Franklin?
That was in L.A.
Oh, why was it? Okay. That's a whole bunch of questions Chestnut will have to think about his favorite improvisers. Going back to the back line.
Chess Devil, Brother Wax in the chat saying, shame on you for getting so drunk.
Deb Jones posting a YouTube link. I'm going to open it up.
This is a trailer for a movie called Our Friend. This is the link that Deb Jones pasted. Oh, it's a Kevin Costner movie? Oh, it's The Untouchables. No, it's not. I searched the script for Untouchables.
I'm so stupid. I just realized Field of Dreams is a Kevin Costner movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yes, that was a connection I made almost instantly, even though I've never seen Field of Dreams.
And I've seen it 15 times, and I could quote the movie by heart.
It's not in there. Well, enemy is a snake. Who is our friend? Wait, okay, who would that be? Is it a Kevin Costner movie? The Eagle? Is there an eagle?
Snake.
Draft Day, that's a Kevin Costner movie.
Kevin Costner. Wait, he's done a lot of westerns, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Costner westerns.
Oh, why don't we just go on Kevin Costner's IMDb?
I believe Chestnut here. Sorry, I believe he actually owns Deadwood as well and his own casino.
Huh? Oh, The Postman.
I think is it Yellowstone? No.
Yeah, he's on a show called Yellowstone. Molly's Game, Criminal.
Molly's Game.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember him in that. But let's see if there's any animals in here. Man of Steel, Swing Vote.
Kevin Costner tortured his father with snakes.
Okay. Wait, tortured his father with snakes? Message in a Bottle, The Postman.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes up when I search Kevin Costner.
Waterworld. Robin. Dances with Wolves? The Wolf?
Dances with wolves, snakes, let's
Is
say.
the wolf the enemy of the snake? I don't really think so, though.
No, I don't.
It doesn't really track.
But
So if you're going enemies with the snakes, I would say liberals. Apparently, that's what America is doing. Just don't
can you
tread on
elaborate?
me.
Yeah. No step on snake.
Okay. So Jim Garrison, this is the guy that Kevin Costner played in the movie from the JFK trial. He was succeeded by Harry Connick Sr., which is weird. Harry Connick Jr.'s dad.
Yeah, and then his son went into the military and fought bravely against the aliens in 1996.
Jim Garrison.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Jim Garrison. Oh, we got an email. Oh, call in studio. We're being charged money. That's our email.
All right.
Exciting.
Well done. Any
facts about Jim Garrison?
Hold on. Can we go back to the first? So I just want to see the pattern of whether or not everything is Kevin Costner related or everything is JFK related.
Okay. Well, Casey. Okay. Well, want to have a catch? That's you're saying from Field of Dreams, right?
That is Field of Dreams.
That's definitely a
Kevin
quote.
Costner is JG.
Jim Garrison.
Who else could he be playing? That's named JG.
Okay. Well, check the date. Is the JFK assassination? The shooters don't even know is a quote from the movie JFK. And then we've got if the enemy is a snake, who is our friend? Mother of Garblood saying enemy of the snake is lack of knowledge in the biblical sense. That's interesting.
Well, Chess Devil here. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Hunter, and everyone else. But could it be the 5G man?
What do you mean, the 5G man?
Well, the gentleman who's been on Hunter's show, giving us those 5G videos. We thought he was going to die, but he did not die.
I don't think there's much crossover between these two shows narratively.
Oh, fair enough. Chess Devil apologizes. Going back to the back line. I apologize.
Want to have a catch.
I
never apologize, Chess Devil.
No, I do love Danny Door's incredible videos. But,
Okay. Want to have a catch. Here it is. Okay, so I think this is what it is. Want to have a catch is launching us into Kevin Costner. So want to have a catch. That's from Field of Dreams. Then he's saying Kevin Costner is Jim Garrison. Check the date. The shooter's so he's going from Kevin Costner to JFK. So the enemy is a snake. It has to be. This is like a JFK thing. So if the enemy is a snake, who is our friend? That's the next clue.
And then what's the code below it?
It's something like they. What was it?
Like they do not know I am contacting you.
Yeah, something like that. The enemy is a snake. Who is our friend? Okay, well let's find. What about the shooters don't even know? What part of the?
Maybe we need some context for the quote.
Yeah.
Or like there will be something.
Okay.
Illuminating
this is on
the context
IMDb.
for that quote.
And who killed the president?
Has Kevin Costner?
Okay, here's the quote.
Has Kevin Costner gone behind?
Hold on. Jim Garrison. And who killed the president? David Ferry. Oh man, why don't you fucking stop it? Shit, this is too fucking big for you. You know that? Who did the president? Who killed Kennedy? Fuck, man. It's a mystery. It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma. The fucking shooters don't even know. Don't you get it? So that's the quote. It's Joe Pesci.
Fucking shooters don't.
Yeah.
And have we checked out the Untouchables yet?
Yeah, we
saw
checked.
someone mention it.
I checked for snake and I checked for enemy, and those words don't appear in the script. For the.
Did you check for snake?
For what?
Because Sean Connery would have said it.
What about the Wet Bandits? It seems we're going to Joe Pesci here.
I did bring up Joe Pesci a little earlier as possibly because one of the characters in Angels with Filthy Souls is named Snakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there a Joe Pesci character named Snake? I don't see it on his IMDb page.
No, he doesn't play the character. It's in the movie that they watch that he plays with the guns going off so that the pizza can get delivered.
Yeah.
In Home Alone.
Yeah.
You filthy animals.
Yeah.
So so if Joe Pesci connects us from JFK to that's a character named Snake who is also a gangster.
Can I just say, Joe Pesci only in 40 movies. He's not in that many movies.
Yeah.
You feel like that's low?
He has you know, he's in that fucking he was in Jersey Boys. He's a character in Jersey Boys.
Like Raging Bull is his
He helped
first
get the Jersey Boys together.
major role. Yeah, he's not in that many movies. It's weird. I think he'd be in more stuff.
Good actor.
I don't know. Are we being led to Joe Pesci? Where are we being led? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if it's the right direction, but that is a direction that involves Joe Pesci and snakes.
The enemy is a snake. Who is our friend? Who was J. Pill talking about? Jack Ruby. That's interesting. Jack Ruby was the guy who shot. Jack Ruby was the guy who shot Oswald. I once went on an awkward trip to the JFK Museum with my birth mom.
That was relatively recent then.
Yeah, that was a few years ago.
Did you take out any books?
It's not. It's just a museum now. It's not a book depository anymore. Oh, J. Pill with some really interesting stuff in the chat.
Wow. Yeah.
Alexander, known as members of the press as Old Snake Eyes, was the main reason Henry Wade got death penalties and leaders of Dallas to deter crime. Interesting. Bill Alexander, known as Old Snake Eyes.
Chess Devil, didn't mean to interrupt, but did no one to mention Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe?
Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Deb Jones saying Martin Scorsese. This is where John Williamson is leading us all over the place. We're missing part of the clue. We're something we're not getting here. And I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Right. Deb Jones talking shop, back to The Irishman, back to Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying earlier.
Is there anything...
And The Irishman, as Deb Jones is going to bring up right now, I'll say it as well, The Irishman is JFK.
What do you mean it is JFK?
In the movie.
Oh,
I mean,
the Irishman refers to JFK?
No, the Irishman refers to...
Yeah.
No, the Irishman is Robert De Niro's character.
No, the Irishman refers to, we finally have an Irishman in the White House. Oh, but fuck, he's not doing his job for us, so we have to kill him. That was the point of the Irishman at that part of the plot that then kind of pushed it towards everything starting to fall apart in the second half. I watched it once high because it's really long, and the faces, I couldn't get through them, but I am positive that JFK was the Irishman.
Oh, the Irishman is...
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro's character is Irish. That's why it's called that's why he's called the Irishman. Because he's Irish and he's in the mob.
I know he is Irish, but the titular Irishman is JFK.
No, it's the main character of the movie, who's Robert De Niro's character. That's who the movie's about.
The main character of the movie is the idea of painting houses.
That's the title of the book.
No, that's the title of the movie.
No, the movie is called The Irishman. I Hear You Paint.
Was there some...
I have to agree with Hunter. He was the title of the movie was I paint houses. Like he didn't. They were told he could not put that on as the title, but he said, "Fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyways." Chest Devil out. Back line. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to fight with you. I actually really enjoyed the movie, and I want to rewatch it again once I have a brain that can watch a 4-hour movie again that isn't in COVID anymore. Who is the Irishman in the
That's what I'm Googling.
I love it. And also, I just love the image. Okay, so The Irishman, I really like it, but you have to give one more actor the face thing. Otherwise, it's just a gimmick. Like, you have to let, like, fucking, what's his face? Everybody Loves Raymond also have his face morph.
Sharon.
Otherwise,
okay,
look at these three guys.
Who is the Irishman? Robert De Niro's title character explained. Robert De Niro will play the title character. Who is the Irishman? The Irishman. He is the Irishman. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Get out of here.
That's the thing. We're all artists. We understand that sometimes things have double meanings.
Nope. We lost Chest Devil. Oh, John Williamson just sent us an email. Here it is.
Oh my God.
2 minutes ago, John Williamson. Boom. He's helping us out.
Not call in studio asking for more money.
No, a real email. This is a Wikimedia. Oh, here it is. The mongoose. The banded mongoose.
Okay, so it is the mongoose.
Okay.
Is the friend if the snake isn't.
Okay, the mongoose. Okay.
I did say mongoose. Oh.
But what does that mean? What do I search for Mongoose JFK?
Maybe.
Operation Mongoose. Here we go. The Cuban Project. Oh. Terrorist attacks carried out by the CIA against Cuba. There we go. Officially authorized by President Kennedy.
Huh.
So we were very close, but we were not exactly there.
Oh, so yeah, the enemy of snake.
It's the mongoose. All right. Well, that makes sense. Well, that's one of the theories of the Kennedy assassination, is that the Cubans were behind it, right?
Yep.
Especially because there are a lot of Cubans in South Florida, and this was at a time when you could travel from Cuba to Florida quite easily.
Yeah, it was before it was just pictures.
I mean, yeah, they're not really traveling; they're being smuggled.
Yeah,
out.
They're being put on rafts and floated across the ocean.
Well, when I was in my early youth, it was rafts for 7 years, and it was terrifying. That every 6 months you just hear, "Oh shit, a pitcher landed. He didn't die. Thank God." Now let's do something.
Okay, wait. Mongoose was led by Edward Lansdale. Isn't this the guy that we were just looking into?
Was it?
Did we? No.
Was that yes?
I think so.
This was the Snake Eyes guy, right?
Yeah, right? Did we get...
Why would they have the guy with the one thing, the running the thing that's the thing he's not named after?
Right? Isn't that old Snake Eyes? Lansdale? Oh, now we're at Snake Eyes G.I. Joe.
Oh, man.
Wasn't he old Snake Eyes, or am I crazy? Didn't we talk about somebody named old Snake Eyes?
We did, but I don't think they put old Snake Eyes as... Right?
Oh, who knows? At least we figured out what it was. We figured it out by John Williamson literally just sending us a link to tell us what it is. So we really solved the puzzle. Do you know my biological grandfather was in the Florida mob. Bill Alexander was Snake Eyes. Thank you, J. Pill.
Okay. Evil Chessman, you still
No,
there?
he's dropped.
Okay. Alright. Because, I took Eugene Cordero, level 1. Drew DeFonso Marks, level 3. Roughly 17 people in level 4, because at that point it was a scam, but that's where all my friends were. And then I went over to other theaters where they let me perform.
Well, big thanks to John Williamson for helping us figure out the riddle. It's really a shame on a shame on us right there that we couldn't figure it out on our own.
Well, I mean, I also don't know how to continue. So we've got some information on, Operation Mongoose, JFK. Haven't quite pieced everything together yet.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. It'll take some time, but we'll figure it out.
Is there anything to be? Yes, Brian De Palma, who made JFK, made Snake Eyes, which is a weird boxing movie starring Nicolas
Oliver
Cage.
Stone made JFK.
They're the same person.
Yeah, no, that's true. They are the same person. My producer boss who fired me in an elevator, he used to be Oliver Stone's assistant. That was his first job.
Oh, love
and
that
he
guy.
told a story where he was alone in Oliver Stone's office, and Oliver Stone had lots of crazy stock. This is when they were making JFK, actually, and Oliver Stone had lots of crazy stalkers, and a guy came into Oliver Stone's office with 2 samurai swords and was trying to find Oliver Stone to kill him, and my boss was like inside the office and like hid under a desk while this crazy person like waved samurai swords around and then thought the office was empty and then left, and then my former boss like called the police.
I forget which fucking it was like one of the great directors of like the 80s. They made a movie that Oliver Stone wrote, and they basically described it as he was the most talented person they'd ever met and the worst fucking person they'd ever worked with.
Yeah, I buy it.
It was just like so mild. I think it was Alan. What was it? Alan Parker probably, who said it was. Yeah, it was perfect. But yeah, I guess I always confuse the two of them. They feel like the two very stylized but very heavy-handed filmmakers of the 80s and 90s. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Something smells in my office, and I can't tell if it's me or if it's something in here. Mother of Goblin saying, shame on Oliver Stone's son, who is a QAnon conspiracy spreader. I didn't know Oliver Stone had a son.
Ay.
Well, Oliver Stone is a conspiracy spreader at this point.
Sean Stone or Michael Jack Stone? I've never heard of any of these people.
Stony Stone.
All right, should we call
Oh,
it for tonight? Yeah. Sorry, it sounds like Hunter, you have something.
Oh, I was just going to say, of course it's on Bill Maher. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that shit, Sean.
Oh, Mother of Grublin said he slapped her ass on set. There we go. Well, shame. Let's call him. Here, we'll find his phone number. I won't slap my wife's ass on a set and don't get shamed.
Sean on.
Sean on you, Sean. Oh, there's so many Sean Stones in California. But I'm going to assume he's in Los Angeles.
And he's awake doing cocaine.
Yeah. Do we think Burbank, Canoga Park, Glendale, Los Angeles?
I mean, he's definitely out and about with people.
Los Angeles? Oh, I don't have an age for here. We want to say Burbank, maybe? Canoga Park.
Where is Canoga Park?
Canoga Park's the West Valley. If you take the 405, you go even further west.
Got it.
Costa Mesa? Sounds like somewhere he could live.
Costa Mesa, it seems like a good place if you are the son of...
Yeah, trying to see.
Yeah, that kind of feels like if they live in Costa Mesa, they deserve a prank phone call anyway.
Yeah. Deb Jones pointing out that she lives in Canoga Park. Oh, here we go. Sean Stone, 33, related to Oliver Stone. That was easy. I should have just scrolled. In Santa Monica. All right, I've got a phone number. Should we call it? We're going to call it. I also have an email address.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Oh.
Is not
nope,
available.
That was not Sean Stone. It was somebody else.
It's a different
Well,
person.
I got another phone number on here. There's two. You never know. It's ringing.
¿Sí?
Hello, is Sean there?
Hola.
Oh, sorry, wrong number. You have a good night. Spooky O's done it again.
Oh well.
Shame on us.
Sean on us.
Well,
I mean,
you
we
know,
solved clues.
We solved some stuff.
Did we solve
I
it?
think,
No, we had it solved for us.
We had it solved for us, but we developed some theories.
Yeah, we got real close, and we became better friends by talking it through and finding ourselves through the process.
That's right.
And I've already put a poll up in my Facebook group for movies about who is the titular Irishman, because now I'm curious if I just completely misread the movie. But when I saw that movie, the moment when I was like, shit, that motherfucker's the Irishman about JFK, that was when I was like, I like this fucking movie.
Well, maybe I missed it.
I think they're both the Irishmen. I think that's why it's such a wonderful work of weird makeup.
Digital makeup.
Hard to tell.
Again, not hard to tell at all.
Difficult to know.
Again, you got to put Ray Romano in the makeup too. Otherwise, you're just looking for a whole movie, you know?
Yeah.
You're just staring at Joe Pesci trying to look at his cheekbones.
Brother Wax saying shame on me for missing it. Maybe.
Maybe. Or shame on me for advocating when my friend has made a stance and I'm pushing too hard.
Well, there's no shame
I'm
in
sorry
that.
as well. Shame on me. All right, I don't got anything else to say.
All right.
Well,
we made it this far. What is the opposite of shame? Pride. Pride on all of you.
Pride?
You should all feel proud for making it. For
pat on
getting this.
Pat on the back, a tip
Pat
of
on
the
the back.
cap, a nod of the head, a wink,
Yeah.
a hug.
Yeah. A high five.
Ooh, shame on me for not
show me elbow
figuring
bump.
out how to crop this video properly. Now I'm covered up by Bilo. Here I am. All right. Well, it's midnight in America.
On the west coast of America. In other parts of America, it's much later.
In the only part of America that counts, it is midnight. Yeah. And that means the show is over. Did we learn anything? Mike? No.
We learned how to. We're not going to get tripped up by phone trees so much anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And potentially that Rudy Giuliani is represented by Brillstein Gray, which I think is sort of
I don't
hilarious.
think there's no way that's true. I learned that if you leave a voicemail with their phone number and you leave a weird message, people won't call it back.
I learned that I could hear bad music that you couldn't hear.
Yeah. I still haven't learned where the smell is coming from in my office, and it's bothering me right now. I think it is me. It's not the microphone. Wow. We learned that Chess Devil was drunk.
Yeah. Chess Devil was very drunk. Charmingly so.
I like Chess Devil.
I love Chess Devil. What does it smell like? It smells expired. It smells like some rotting food somewhere. Like I left something out and I don't know where it is. That's what it smells like. All right, we gotta get off the stream. We're talking about smelly stuff in my office. That's when you know that.
Well,
we'll figure this mystery out. Maybe we'll hear more from John Williamson, who had to help us along a little bit. Yes, like a Whopper Jr. from 1990. And like a Whopper Jr. from 1990. It's expired. This is expired. And this has been Dark
Dark
Matters. Good night.